So very good afternoon to everybody and all the viewers out there. We're here all set for game number 2 today in this 6th MCF Fair First F Division 20-over League Tournament 2026. Ansell Lanka taking on LK. We had a swashbuckling game early on in the morning. Now we're all set for this all-important game. Let's go down to the center for the all-important toss.
The sun is shining bright here at Colombo University grounds. So we're all set for the second game of the day. So LK takes on Ansell Lanka. Joining for the all-important toss, we have Mr. Ajit Vasantha, the match referee, Anushka Gunasinghe, the captain of LK, and Prabhat Dhananjay, the captain of Ansell Lanka. So the home team captain Anushka Gunasinghe will flip the coin. Heads is the call. It is heads. ප්‍රබාත් කාසිවාසී ජයග්‍රහණය කරා මොකක්ද මුලින්ම කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ?
අපි මුලින්ම පන්දුවට පහර දෙන්න තමයි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. පහර දීලා හොඳ ටෝටල් එකක් දාන්න 180 ප්ලස් වගේ ටෝටල් එකක් දාන්න තමයි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ.
ඉතින් අද තරඟය මේ තරඟාවලියේ ඉදිරියට කොච්චර වැදගත්ද ඇන්සල් කණ්ඩායමට?
මේ ෆස්ට් රවුන්ඩ් එකේ අන්තිම මැච් එක අපි 3ක් දිනලා එකක් පෙරදිලා ඉන්නේ. මේ තරඟයේ දිනලා ගෲප් එකේ টොප් ලෙවල් එකට එන්න තමයි බලන්නේ. අනිත් ටීම් එකට හොඳ චැලෙන්ජ් එකක් දෙන්න තමයි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. අපේ බේසික්ස් හරියට කරලා හොඳ චැලෙන්ජ් එකක් දෙන්න තමයි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ.
සුබ පැතුම් තරඟයට.
thank you.
අනුෂ්කා ඉතින් කාසිවාසී පරාජයටපත් වුණා. ඉතින් මොකක්ද ඔබ කාසිවාසී ජයග්‍රහණය කරා නම් කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ?
අපිත් බැට් කරන්න තමයි හිතන් හිටියේ. මේක අර කිව්වත් වගේ මේක අන්තිම ගේම් එක. ඉතින් මේකේ අපි ඩිෆරන්ට් කම්බිනේෂන් එකක් තමයි try out කරන්නේ. අපි මුල් හතර ජයග්‍රහණය කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් මම හිතනවා අන්තිම ගේම් එක ටිකක් හොඳ ගේම් එකක් තියෙන්නේ, සර ගේම් එකක්. ඉතින් ඒකත් අපේ බෙස්ට් කරන්න තමයි අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ.
දැන් අනුෂ්කා දැන් LK කණ්ඩායමේ පන්දු යැවීමේ ශක්තියත් එක්ක කොච්චර ලකුණු ප්‍රමාණයකට සීමා කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවද ඇන්සල් ලංකා කණ්ඩායම?
ඇත්තටම 150 සීමාවට අනිවාර්යෙන් ඒකට කිට්වින් තියාගන්න ඕනේ. ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එකත් ටිකක් ලොකු ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එකක්. සෝ රන්ස් තියයි කියලා මට හිතෙනවා. ඉතින් try කරනවා හොඳම ඇටැක් එකක් දීලා පුළුවන් තරම් අඩුවට තියාගෙන stress free back ගන්න.
බොහොම ස්තුතියි සුබ පැතුම් තරඟයට. So that's the news from the center. Ansell Lanka have won the toss and they decided to bat first.
So that's what happened at the toss. Ansell Lanka winning the toss, choosing the bat first. These are the teams: Ansell Lanka, Prabhat Dhananjay, Chami Jayaranga, Chamil Lakruwan, Chatura Sanjeeva, Deshan Silva, Kavisha Sampath, Sahan Harshana, Sajiva Deshapriya, Sanjeeva Piris, Patu Mekanayaka, and Sanil Nidusha. And LK, Anushka Gunasinghe, the skipper, Anjan Orton, Dineth Piris, Isuru Sandamal, Kasun Madhushankar, Kavish Satsara, Sineth Malvatage, Asita Chamaral, Isuru Sigera, Ranmirfan, and Malinu Chaturanga. Both teams, LK top in their group and Ansell Lanka second in their group. LK unbeaten in this tournament so far, and as well as Ansell Lanka lost just their last game. Both teams have shown dominance in this tournament, in this competition so far. LK in the previous game, they met Empire T, put on a dominant performance. They scored 263 for 4 in 20 overs and bowled out Empire T all out for just 66. And as well as Ansell Lanka, their previous game against Mass Active, they fell short by 12 runs. Mass Active got 162 for 7 and Ansell Lanka 150 for 8. So two good teams taking on, locking horns here at the Colombo University Cricket Ground. The umpires have walked out to the center. We've had a few showers in the last couple of days around this time of the day, but today looks bright and sunny, like Yureshka said at the toss. We are hopeful to get a full game of play today. That's the LK team couple of star-studded names in Kasun Madhushankar. Is bringing a lot of loads of experience, loads of first-class experience into this outfit. He's represented Sri Lanka at multiple levels, A-team, development squad, under-19 level. So he's their main man here, Kasun Madhushankar. The two umpires officiating in this game, umpire Dinesh Jayasundar and Viraj De Silva, the two on-field umpires. And by the looks of it, I think the skipper Anushka will take the new ball for Camera-LK. Two opening batters of Ansell Lanka taking their guard here. Anushka, gentle medium pace, taking the new ball. He's got a deep mid wicket. And a long on in place. Both teams will be looking to end on a high here. Every point, every run is very important, very crucial for both teams. Camera-LK coming into this game unbeaten. So Prabhat and Deshan to open the batting for Ansell Lanka. Anushka with the first ball. That was a shy at the stumps. So much happening off the first ball. So gentle medium pace from the skipper Anushka. It's going to be interesting how these two batters face him in the power play. Pitched up, goes for a big shot. Got protection down there, long on. We get off the mark, Prabhat. So intentions are clear here from the Ansell Lanka batters. 16 innings, 17 wickets, best bowling of 4 for 47. A very good economy rate, 5.7. So looks a very handy bowler. Can swing the ball both ways. So Deshan will face his first delivery. Anushka. Just floating it up there. He's not got any protection on the boundary on the offside. Deep mid wicket and long on in place. Deshan Silva, 30 innings, 458 runs, best of 74. A very good strike rate of 175. Shot with outside off stump. Cut away, is running down to the boundary. The fielder will just cut that down to a couple of runs. So it's a fairly even start from both teams into the fourth ball rather. We got 3 runs, both batters off the mark. Very healthy strike rate of 175. Shot cut away this time. This time he beats the field. And it's running down to the boundary. That's the first boundary for Ansell Lanka. Poor bowling from Anushka. Concedes the boundary. First 4 from the bat of Deshan. As you shot and outside off stump. No protection on the boundary. The fielder had no chance of stopping it. It's the first boundary of this game.
It's running down to the
Shot outside off stump once again. This time straight to the fielder. A dot to finish the first over. Ansell Lanka 7 for no loss. So Kasun Madhushankar will share the new ball with his skipper Anushka. A very seasoned campaigner. 19 innings, 23 wickets, best bowling of 2 for 7, economy of 6.47. He brings loads of experience into this outfit, into this team. He's playing as an all-round. He's got a century a couple of games back. He's been brilliant with bat and ball for L.K. It's going to be interesting how the Ansell Lanka batters take him on in this power play. While swing will generate some pace and bounce on this surface. There's he, just short of the length, getting extra bounce there, Kasun Madhushankar. A bowler that can generate quite some pace. Brilliant stuff. Good lines, good lengths, honing in that fourth off stump line, getting the batsman to play. He too has got long on and deep mid wicket on the boundary. 5 fielders up in the circle on the offside. It's got to be nice and straight to this left-hander. And that's gone. That's exactly what Kasun Madhushankar wanted to do. He failed the previous 2 balls, and this time he does the job for his team. He picks up the first wicket of Ansell Lanka, and Prabhat has to depart. So a good start for L.K. after losing the toss and being asked to bowl first. Kasun Madhushankar strikes in his first over. Just outside off stump, going for that shot over shot extra. The ball seaming away a little and getting the edge, and caught at backward point. So brilliant stuff from L.K. Ansell Lanka 7 for 1 after winning the toss and choosing to bat first. So 7 for 1 in the second over, Ansell Lanka. They've already lost a wicket. Sahan Harshan, the new batsman. For Ansell Lanka, Kasun Madhushankar striking his first over. 49 innings, 2,137 runs, best score of 200. A very healthy average and a very healthy strike. 15 50s and 400. So he's their main man, Sahan Harshan. A lot will be depending on him. It's going to be an interesting battle between Kasun Madhushankar and him. So he needs to lay the foundation for Ansell Lanka. Yet again, they've lost an early wicket. Kasun Madhushankar running in. Clipped off his pads towards a short fine leg. He'll get off the mark, Sahan Harshan. Looks a very busy player. Looks a very positive player as well. It's a good start from Cameron-LK. They lost the toss. They were asked to bowl first. In fact, skipper Anushka wanted to bat first if he had won the toss, but his bowler Kasur Madhushanka has given him a brilliant start. So deep mid wicket and long on in place for the right-handed Deshan as well. This time down the leg, wicket-keeper has not done well on that occasion. That's a wide. It goes down to the bounce. That's 5 extras to the total of for Ansell Lanka. That's a gift from Kasur Madhushanka. Just as I was praising him, he slides one down the leg side. It was not an easy take for the wicket-keeper, but those need to be stopped in a format like this. So bonus runs for Ansell Lanka. The score moves on to 13. Couple of balls remaining of Kasur Madhushanka's over. It's a much better line and length. This time straight to the field once again. So very, very crucial, very important dot balls in the power play here for Cameron-LK. They've started brilliantly. Just the 13 runs they've considered, that too with 5 extras. Deshan will look to take on the bowling in this power play. They need to get a good start and lay the foundation for the middle order batters. That's driven down the ground. That's in the gap and that's racing away for 4. That's a much needed boundary for Ansell Lanka. So that ends the second over. There you see once again driven on the up. Pierced that field and a very important boundary to end the second over. Ansell Lanka 17 for 1 after 2. So skipper Anushka will continue to bowl the second over in the power play as well. Same field, he's got long on and deep mid wicket for Sahan Arshana. Gentle medium pace, floated up, it was uppish. Slight misfield once again from the Cameron-LK fielder. The crossover for a single. Intentions are clear from the two batters. They're going to look to take on Anushka Gunasinghe, especially in this over. He'll be disappointed to miss out on that ball, Deshan. That was short and wide outside of stump. It's the lack of pace that's troubling the batters out there. They're not getting enough to generate pace off the bat. Once again, short. This time pulls it. There's no one down there, and that's another boundary. So Deshan looking good out there. He's scored 2 boundaries in 3 balls. Pretty poor delivery from Anushka Gunasinghe. Score moves on to 22. A much better delivery from Deshan, or rather Anushka. Already conceded 5 runs in this over. Full toss and he goes straight back down the ground. That's another boundary for Deshan. So So one short ball, one full toss. Nothing's going right for Anushka in this over. Like I mentioned earlier, they look to take on Anushka in this over, especially in the power play. That time too full. There's no fielder down there. The safest place to hit the cricket ball. 9 runs off this over already. 26 in the third over. The start they would have been wanting after winning the toss, Ansell Lanka. That time a Yorker length and a dot to finish the third over. Ansell Lanka 26 for 1. Kasuma Shankar to continue into his second over. This time down the leg side again, another wide from Kasun. Got the first wicket in the previous over. Bowled 3 really good balls to start off his first over. Then straight down the leg side a couple of times. Bowled a full pitch delivery that went for 4. This time starting the over with a wide down the leg. So San Harshana, he is their main man. Ansell Lanka will be depending a lot on him. That's a much better length from Kasun Madhushankar. Getting the ball to seam back into the right hander. He's got a deep mid wicket in place just for that ball. So Deshan unbeaten on 18 at the moment of 11 balls. He's looked brilliant from ball 1. He looked like a batsman that came out with some purpose. There you see, that's the previous ball. Jagging back in. Shot width and just over the fielder's head. That'll be another boundary. That's a poor bowling from Kasun Madhushankar. Not bowling to his field, and Deshan equally pouncing onto that loose ball. That was just a hit me ball. So it's a good start for Ansell Lanka in the power play. They've raced to 32 in just the 4th over. Cameron bowlers need to get the act they need to be bowling in good areas. They can't be giving loose balls on offer, especially in the power play. A very crucial power play for both teams. That's better. That's better from Kasun Madhushankar. Seasoned campaigner, brings loads of experience into this game. Like I mentioned earlier, he's been there, done it multiple times on multiple occasions. I see the ball just jagging back in. He's conceded 6 runs in the 3 deliveries he's bowled in this over. Oh, going for that wild hike over mid-on. The ball missing the stump by a whisker. Kasun Madhushankar found himself unlucky on that occasion. There you see, it was pitched up, just missing that leg stump. Deshan would call himself very fortunate on that occasion. And that shot has brought in a change of field. Long on goes back. And And third man has come up. And again, this time goes over the stumps. So he's just swinging for almighty. Living by the sword out there, Deshan. This is brilliant stuff from Kasum Shankar. This is what I was telling. The experience he brings. He knows exactly what's needed from him and off him in this situation. Just bouncing over the middle stump. So 2 swing and a miss in consecutive balls. And this time was it an opportunity? It was dropped. It was hit aerial straight to the fielder's hand. Yes. By the body language, looks like it was a drop catch. So that's a big miss. We'll look at that again. It was hit aerial. Once again. Oh, that was a sitter. Dropped a dolly there. The camera LK fielder Malindu. Very unfortunate for Kasur Malshanga. But that ends the 4th over. Ansell Lanka 33 for 1. This is the batting card. Prabhat Dhananjay's keeper departed in the very second over. Got out for 1. As we see a bowling change. Anja Norton has been brought into the attack. Another gentle medium pace bowler. He's been brilliant with the bat for Camera LK. He's been amongst the runs. 37 innings, 65 wickets. Best bowling of 5 for 4. Good economy rate, 5.7. Another right arm medium pace bowler. Just chipping it in there. It's a good start from Anjana. Good areas to start. Into the 5th over. Still got a couple of overs left in the power play. So same field settings for Anja Norton as well. Deep mid-wicket and long on in place for Deshan. Deshan has been good from ball 1 except for the previous over. This time on the pads and it's 4. As no one down there. That's a loose ball from Anja Norton. Deshan gets yet another boundary. The score moves on to 37. It's a good start from Ansell Lanka. Just full on the pads. No one down there. Just helped it away for a boundary. At this rate, 8.54. Ansell Lanka will are likely to get a score of 171. This time chipped in the air, but falls in no man's land. We'll get just a single. They got protection out there. Perfectly placed from Deshan. Anja Norton is straight down the leg on a couple of occasions in this over. He needs to get his line right. That time loud appeal and it's given. Anja Norton has got the breakthrough. The big wicket of San Harshana. Looked like a slight change of pace. And San Harshana missed out completely. As he just rolling his fingers over. And the umpire raised the dreaded fingers. That's the second wicket down for Ansell Lanka. Anja Norton has struck in his first over. 38 for 2. Ansell Lanka winning the toss and choosing to bat first. Have lost their second wicket in the power play just in the 5th over. They've lost their main man, San Harshana. He would find himself unlucky. Chami Jayaranga, the new batter, 32 innings, 312 runs, best of 55. A good strike rate, so his team will need him to bat the 20 overs, get them to a formidable total. Because at the moment, Sportylk, they look like they are on the driver's seat now. They've got 2 early wickets, 2 big wickets in the power play. Anja Norton, this time full, and driven back to the bowler, no run. Considered 5 runs off this over. Picked the big wicket of San Harshana. .38 for 2. Ansell Lanka. The final delivery of the 5th over coming up. Down the leg, but gets the pad in the way. So that dot ball ends the 5th over. Ansell Lanka 38 for 2.
And 5 overs done. Ansell Lanka, after winning the toss, they lost 2 early wickets. Lost both of their openers, including the skipper Prabhat Dhananjaya and their main run getter Harshana. So meantime, a bowling change from the other end. Kavisha Satsara was introduced to the attack. Starts 16 matches, 22 wickets. Economy rate is impressive. A genuine wicket taker. Straight to him, dropped it. Not a difficult chance. There's a replay. It was a low full toss. Have to take those. A straightforward chance. So one slip in place. They're looking for wickets. Sportylk. And that's the third. Three down for Ansell Lanka. They're in a big trouble now. Look at that. He ran straight away with the shot. Went straight to the fielder. And fielder also quick to the ball. And easy work to the wicket keeper. That's a suicidal run from Chami Jayaranga. Ansell Lanka all of a sudden at 38 for 3. Chatur Sanji is a new man in for Ansell Lanka. Very confident stroke.
Straight to mid off. Kavish Satsara. And for a single, Chatura Sanjeev got off the mark. Two left-handers. Kavish Satsara keep bowling outside the off stump and try to bring the ball back into the wickets and inviting. Can try to play that slog sweep. And that's a good over. A wicket made now from Kavish Satsara. 6 overs done. A 38 for 3. Ansell Lanka. Anjana Orton to continue from the other end. Ball a very good first over. Wide down the leg side. Anjana Orton. They pushed it too straight. Here comes Anjana Orton. A little off cutter. Cuts back in to Deshan. Was in good touch. Anjana Orton, we know he's a genuine wicket taker. Chatura Sanjeeva, the new batsman, just faced 4 deliveries. Here comes Anjana Orton. A lawful toss, couldn't get the connection. With eyes lit up. Here's a replay. It was a lawful toss. Those deliveries should have been put away. Here comes Anjana Orton. A good Yorker. He saw the batsman came down the track. He threw the ball. I hit the stumps, but a batsman was inside. Very good effort from Anjana Orton. Right in the slot and hit it straight over the bowler's head for 6. What a hit from Chatura Sanjeeva. What a way to get off the mark. It was an effortless stroke. And a very good follow through as well. Drifting down the pads. A single. Smart cricket from Chatura Sanjeeva. Hit a 6. Rotated the strike for a single. The 7 overs done. 48 for 3. Ansell Lanka. Here's a batting effort from Ansell Lanka so far. Deshan Silva sits on top, a 30 of 21. And Chatura Sanjeeva, 7 of 9, is playing the supporting role here. And 7 extras has been bowled so far. 7 overs completed. 48 for 3. Very well fielded at deep square leg boundary. It was a short delivery, asked to be hit. Certainly cut off 2 runs for Camera-LK. Kavisha Satsar bowled a very good first over. She bowled a wicket maiden. Just drop and run. A quick single. A very good understanding between the two batters. With that single, 50 comes up for Ansell Lanka. Right on his hitting arc. It's out of here. Chatura Sanjeeva, what a hit. It was right in his hitting arc. He slogged it. It goes out of here. The biggest hit of the day. Chatura Sanjeeva has shown the intent. Even in the previous over, he hit a 6 effortlessly over the bowler's head. Now in this over as well, Chatura Sanjeeva is getting warmed up here. How could it miss? What a comeback delivery from Kavisha Satsara. Look at that, fine margins. How could it miss? It was too short. As a replay, that was too short. And that's it. 4th one down. Kavisha Satsara had the last laugh. Brilliant comeback from Kavish Satsara after being hit for 11 runs this over. 8 overs done. Here it is, a perfect left arm orthodox delivery. Ansell Lanka at the end of the 8th, 58 for 4. And the bowling change. Pathum Mekanayaka is the new man in. Deneth Piris is brought into the attack. Right arm leg spinner. They started off with a full toss. It was dispatched. Over deep square leg for a maximum. They straight away put the new bowler under pressure by Deshan. Touch shot and cut away to the sweeper cover. Just a single. Deneth Piris, a wrist spinner, may go for a few runs, but he can produce wickets as well. A wrist spinner is always a weapon, especially in this format. Always produce a magical moments. That was turned sharply. The wicketkeeper missed it. A very good delivery. Tried to work the ball away to the leg side. Got the leading edge. Tried to go for a quick single, but Deshan sent Pathum back immediately. Here comes Deneth Piris, the last over. Has pushed it for a single. And 9 overs done. Ansell Lanka 68 for 4. Kavish Satsara to continue. Tailenders keeps looking for wickets. A slip in place. Anushka Gunasinghe himself work the ball away towards leg side. One tries for a second. No, just a single. He's going for a quick single. Easily made that. Very good running between the wickets from these two batters. Has a good understanding. Communicating very well. The Pathu Mekanayaka is on strike. A very good delivery from Kavisha Satsara. A little bit quicker. Again tried to work that ball towards leg side, got the leading edge, is living dangerously. Pathu Mekanayaka is not reading Kavisha Satsara well. That's better. Another single towards deep mid wicket area. Runs are coming in singles. A very good delivery to finish the over. 10 overs done. We are at the halfway mark at the first innings. Ansell Lanka 71 for 4.
So 71 for 4 at the end of the 10th over at the halfway stage of the inning. Ansell Lanka, it's even Stevens at the moment as we see another bowling change. Lisuru Sigera has been brought into the attack. Another medium pacer. This time Najusit on the offside will rotate the strike, will get the single. The positive side for Ansell Lanka is that they've got a set batsman in Deshan Silva at the crease at the opening batter. He's unbeaten on 39. He's looked good from ball one. They've lost 4 wickets, but Deshan Silva has stood tall on one end and held the innings intact. Short ball misses out. Deshan Silva. He's got the feel for that. Lisuru Sigara has got a deep square, deep mid, long on, long off, and a sweeper all on the boundary. Opted to go for that short ball. Deshan Silva will count himself unlucky to miss out on that opportunity. As he banged it in, getting his body. I'm cramping him up for room, Lisuru Sigara. That's good stuff. Good start from Lisura. It's the important half of the inning, the business end of the inning, the last 10 overs of the game. Tailenders would have wanted to start it well, and they have started well. The first 3 balls just conceding 1 run. Deshan Silva will be looking to score a boundary off this ball. Pitched up, he goes for the wild swing. It's up in the air. 2 fielders getting underneath, and it's taken safely. That's the breakthrough they needed. Tailenders, the big wicket of Deshan Silva, the set batter. He's gone for 39. Lisuru Sigara has struck in his first over as well. Slight change of pace. As he running his fingers over. It was a ball pitched outside off stump. He was trying to play it straight down the ground, but getting the leading edge, and a good catch from the Tailenders fielder. So that's the big wicket they needed. Half the side back in the dressing room. Ansell Lanka 72 for 5 after winning the toss and choosing to bat first. Deshan Silva for 39. So new batsman Sajeev Deshapriya, 32 innings, 556 runs, best of 79. Good strike rate, 113. He's got 350s. Lisuru Sigara running in, hits him on his pad, sliding down the leg. It's been a good start from Lisura. So just 1 run off this over from Lisuru Sigara. Current run rate 6.65. Ansell Lanka. Yeah, cuts it away and gets off the mark. Sajeev. So 2 runs and a wicket off the 11th over. Ansell Lanka 72 for 5. So this is the batting card. Prabhat Dhananjaya got out early for 1. Deshan Silva held the inning together 39. He just got out 6 fours, 1 6. Batted well. San Harshan, the big wicket. He departed for 3. Chami Jayaranga, Chatura Sanjeeva, all not getting big scores. 2 new batters at the crease. 73 for 5 at the moment. Ansell Lanka after winning the toss and choosing to bat first. They've got 9 overs remaining. So these 2 batters should make sure that they get their team into a defendable total. Kavi Satsara will continue. He's into his 4th over. He'll finish his spell. This time lofted. There's a fielder there and he's taken. He's gone. Sajiva has come in and he has departed. Kavish Satsara strikes in his final over. Gets another wicket. That's the 6th wicket down for Ansell Lanka. Not looking good at the moment for them. Sportylk clearly dominating this game. They've dominated the tournament so far. And they're showing exactly why they're a good team today as well. Playing against the spin. Got the elevation but not the distance once again. Good catch down at long on. So Sajiva, 80 parts for 1. Ansell Lanka 73 for the loss of 6. So the new batsman for Ansell Lanka, Sunil Nidusha, walked in at number 8 for Ansell Lanka, playing his first game. Kavish Satsara has been brilliant today, 2 for 14, getting the leading edge on that occasion, just falling short of the short extra cover fielder. Ansell Lanka, they started well, they got the early boundaries but kept losing wickets in regular intervals. Now it's all about rebuilding and making sure they bat the full quota of 20 overs. So 4 dot balls and a wicket in this over. Kavish Satsara 2 for 14. And that's his 3rd wicket. Sunil Nidusha has got to go. 7 down now for Ansell Lanka. Kavish Satsara pulling things back. There you see turn and bounce on that occasion from Kavish Satsara. And a simple catch by the skipper Anushka. Sunil Nidusha, another batter that has come and gone. Departs for a duck. 7 down now, Ansell Lanka. Kavish Sampath has walked in at number 9. 9 matches, 10 innings, 145 runs, best of 33, and a good strike rate of 127. His team will definitely want him to try and get his best of 33 now. Kavish Satsara has picked 2 wickets in this over. Is not considered a run. Is about to bowl a double wicket made in a T20 game. Just a brilliant performance from Kavish Satsara with the ball. So Kavish to Kavish. Brilliant. Good ball to end the 12th over. Double wicket made from Kavish Satsara. 73 for 7, Ansell Lanka. That's the match summary so far. Ansell Lanka 73 for 7. in the 12 overs after winning the toss and choosing to bat first. Deshan Silva, the only batter that looked good out there. He opened the inning and got 39. Chatro Sanjeev with 16. Patu Mekanayaka with 5. Kavi Satsara, the pick of the bowlers for Camaralke. 3 for 14 is caught off 4 overs. Definitely pull things back for Camaralke. Driven and we'll get a single. Good backing up from the field on the leg side. Patu Mekanayaka moves on to 6. 8 overs to go for Ansell Lanka. They look to get at least a run a ball to give a fight with the ball, but they've only got 3 wickets left. Camaralke dominating proceedings at the moment here at the Colombo University ground. Oh, beautiful delivery. Just swing away and keeping low. The batsman didn't have any idea about that ball. It's a good bowling from Lisura Sigera. He has bowled in really good lengths, really good lines. He's created pressure. He's not given anything on offer, not conceded the single. Once again, just seaming away from the left-hander. That's great stuff. There's absolutely no idea as to what's happening. 23 matches, 49 wickets. The best bowling of 6 for 27. 4 3-wicket hauls and 3 5-wicket hauls. So he's a pretty capable fast bowler, Lisura Sigera. And this time he's cleaned him up. Middle stump uprooted from Lisura Sigera. Kavisha has got to depart. Yet another duck. They're just falling like 9 pins here, Ansell Lanka. They've lost their 8th wicket. And Lisura Sigera has got his 2nd. That was a well set up. He was bringing the batsman to the offside by bowling it outside off stump and then brought in the straighter ball. So brilliant work from Lisura Sigera. Kavisha has to depart for a duck. Ansell Lanka 74 for 8. So number 10 batter Sanjeev Peiris. He's got a best of 70 runs. Good striker of 136. Held the average for a number 10 batter. He looks no mug with the bat as well. But they're going to need a lot more than that. Projected score 117 at this rate. Lisura Sigera 2 for 3 in his, into his 2nd over. Stamped down the leg side. Umpire calls wide. So very, very valuable runs for Ansell Lanka. They wouldn't mind it as long as it comes. Just sliding down the leg on that occasion, Sigera. Slight change in the field. Fine leg comes up and long on goes down. So expecting the big shot from Sanjeev Peiris. Just as I speak, he goes for it. That's brilliant work from the fielder. Definitely saved a couple for his team. So Sanjeev Peiris has walked out and he's going to take on the bowling from ball 1. So good work from the fielder. Just trying to go over mid-off. Didn't get much of bat as he would have wanted, but good work from the fielder. A brilliant bouncer to end the 13th over. Ansell Lanka 76 for the loss of 8. Another bowling change from Camaralke. Ranmira Fernando has been brought into the attack. A seam up bowler. He's got deep square leg, deep mid, long on in place on the leg side. Fine leg up in the circle. 8 innings, 2 wickets. Best bowling of 1 for 16. So relatively new to the game. It's lofted and he picks a wicket off his first ball. Ranmira Fernando has struck. Yet again another bowler strikes in his first over. That's the 9th wicket down. Sanjeev Peer has come in and not got the proper connection of that. It was wide outside off stump. The shot was on, but clearly mistimed it. Ranmira Fernando is struck on his first ball. Ansell Lanka falling like 9 pins, 76 for the loss of 9 wickets. So the last man for Ansell Lanka, Chamil Lakruwan. He's going to need to support his batter, Pathu Mekanayaka. Gets off the mark first ball. So every run will be crucial for Ansell Lanka. Even though they lose this game, it will be important when it comes to net run rate. So batting these 7 overs is going to be vital for Ansell Lanka. It'll be interesting to see what Pathu Mekanayaka's approach would be against a bowler like Ranmira Fernando. Loud appeal and it's given. That's it. That's the end of the inning. Ansell Lanka has been bowled out for 77. Ranmira Fernando has picked 2 in 3 balls. That's a brilliant piece of bowling from the Camaralke bowlers. That's as plumb as it could get. A good decision from the umpire. And Ranmira Fernando has picked 2 wickets in 3 balls. So a brilliant display of bowling from the bowlers, Camaralke. They've lost the toss. They were given the ball to bowl first. And they haven't disappointed. They bowled Ansell Lanka all out for 77 in just 13.3 overs. And it's just going to be a cakewalk for them when it comes to chasing this target down. So let's have a look at the highlights of this inning. Ansell Lanka winning the toss, choosing to bat first. They got a good start. That was Deshan Silva scoring the first boundary of the game, and that was the first wicket. Kasim Madhushankar getting the first breakthrough. And there were a few extras as well from for Samuel's point of view, and then Deshan Silva is just a lone warrior, standing tall for Ansell Lanka. He got a couple of boundaries. He looked to take on the bowling, and yes, it was basically just him that was able to get the bounce, and that was the big win of San Harshana. That was the turning point of the game. And this was the run out, the miscommunication from both batters. There were a couple of big hits as well. This one out of the park, a massive hit of Kavi Satsara, and then he came back with a perfect dream delivery by a left arm leg spinner. And Ansell Lanka just kept losing wickets in quick succession. There you see once again all batters coming in and playing loose shots. And Kavi Satsara, the pick of the bowlers, he was able to pick 3 wickets, and Lisuru Sigera, he picked a couple of wickets as well, and Ranmira came in for just 3 balls and wrapped things up by picking the last 2 wickets. So Ansell Lanka win the toss, choosing to bat first, bowler for 77, and L.K. will need 78 runs in 20 overs. So that's the betting card. Nothing much to talk about there except for Deshan Silva, who stood tall, 39 of 36 fours and 1 6. Chatura Sanjeeva came out and hit a couple of big sixes, but other than that, the rest of the batters didn't really score much. They were bowled out for 77 with 9 extras in 13.3 overs. And as far as the bowling is concerned, Anushka Gunasinghe opened the bowling 2 overs, 16 runs. Kasum Madhushanga picked the first wicket. Anjan Norton picked a wicket. And Kavi Satsara, the pick of the bowlers, 3 for 14 in his 4 overs, bowled 16 dot balls. And Lisuru Sigera and Ranmira Fernando 2 wickets apiece. We'll be back in a short time for the chase of L.K.
The Tailenders required 78 runs to win the game. So umpires walked out. So we have an exciting run chase coming up. The Tailenders did brilliantly with the ball. And it's time to finish things off with a bat. It's not a difficult target. 78 runs. So far, every single game they have batted, they went past 200. With the performance they have put up so far, this is not a difficult target for them. The two openers, Anjana Orton and Anushka Gunasinghe, walks out. So Ansell Lanka, they won the toss. And at the toss, the skipper said they were looking to get around 180. But they fell short almost 100 runs. On the other hand, Sportylk, they put up a superb bowling display. Every single one contributed. It's a beautiful venue here at University Grounds, Colombo. Kavish Sampath is going to open the bowling for Ansell Lanka. A gentle medium pace bowler. Anjana Orton faced the first delivery. It's Anjana Orton, 38 matches, 501 runs, highest score is 73. 2 half centuries, an impressive strike rate. On the other hand, Kavish Sampath, 13 matches, 17 wickets, best bowling, 5 for 10. He needs to strike. He needs early wickets to get back into this game. Here comes Kavish Sampath. Straight away, Anjana Orton takes charge. This came down the track and tried to smash. The intent is clear. There's Anushka Gunasinghe, 35 matches, 389 runs. Highest score is 73. Comes Kavish Sampath. A low full toss. And smashed through extra cover. Anjana Orton gets off the mark with a boundary. Brilliant start for Sportylk. That was a loosener. We saw a little bit of an away movement from Kavish Sampath in the first delivery. Needs to pitch the ball up. Came down the track. Two fielders went for that catch. It dropped it. Looking at each other. Here's the replay. No one communicated that. Both went for the catch. Ended up looking at each other. Comes Kavish Sampath. That was hit hard and very well fielded at mid-off. Kavisha Sampath is bowling too full at the moment. It's a bread and butter for Anjana Orton. Here comes Kavisha Sampath. It's the first ball, duck for Anushka Gunasinghe. Kavisha Sampath struck in his first over. A much needed breakthrough. That's Plum in front. The front foot went across. And he completely deceived Anushka Gunasinghe. Goes for a golden duck. 7 for 1, Sportylk. Kasun Madhusanga is a new batter, a vastly experienced player. Here comes Kavisha Sampath running in hard. Again, a little hint of movement into the batsman. First over was done. It's an eventful one. Sportylk 7 for 1. Chatura Sanjeeva is operating from the other end. 71 runs required of 114 deliveries. The required run rate is not a problem. Chatura Sanjeeva, 30 matches, 30 wickets. A very good economy rate. The best bowling is 4 for 8. They need wickets, Ansell Lanka, to put pressure on Sportylk batters. Comes Chatura Sanjeeva, a left arm orthodox spinner. Anjana Orton tried to blast that through covers. Missed out completely. Was hit hard. A fumble at covers. This goes for a single. As Kasun Madhusanga tried to cut it a little too close to the body. Comes Ansell Lanka. Chatura Sanjeeva. A very good left arm orthodox spinner. Again, it's a backed offside field. A short third man, backward points, cover point, and extra cover. Solidly behind it, Kasun Madhusanga. A decent over so far from Chatura Sanjeeva. Again, came back with the arm. 2 overs done. Kickoff 8 for 1. Let's see, question 70 required of 108 deliveries. Kavisha Sampath to continue. Was full. A swung in. They missed it completely. Okay, that is, head went up, his eyes lit up. He was lucky enough that it missed the stumps. Anjana Orton here, living dangerously. The intention is clear, to go hard at the ball from the very first delivery. Here comes Kavisha Sampath. A smooth run up. Has went straight up. It falls in no man's land. Anjana Orton didn't get the connection he wanted. Kasun Madhushank yet to get off the mark. Very good shot. Shot outside the off stump. And cuts that between cover point and backward point. Leaned back and did very well to keep the ball down. Kasun Madhushank gets off the mark with a boundary. And just came down the track and tried to go over extra cover. The intent is clear from both of these batters. Went for the quick single. If it hits, yes, could have been a goner. Andy Orton. Anjana Orton had a lucky escape. Hit hard and dropped again at mid-off. What's going on here? And 3 overs completed. Here's a replay again. He opens up and blasted it and hit too hard. It dropped at mid-off. 3 overs done. 15 for 1 Sportylk.
වදින පාර ගහන්නේ තතට. කොහොමද? ඈ? චතුර සංජීව.
Anjan Orton again tried to go too hard instead of timing. Here comes Kasun Madhushankar. Just try to work the ball towards the offside. There's a packed offside field. There's no room for a single there. Can hit it straight to mid off. Kemba went for that single. Very good running between the wickets from these two batters. Comes Chatur Sanjeeva. Slip in place. Hit it straight to short third man. Got the toe end of the bat. Anjan Orton. So far he's struggling to get his timing right. Again, a single down to long on. The dealing in singles. Again, stepped out and tried to go through mid-off. He got the single. Kasun Madhushankar. 4 overs completed. Sportylk 19 for 1. That's equation 59 required of 96 deliveries. Looks very comfortable. Deshan Silva batted really well. Was a lone warrior with the bat for Ansell Lanka. Has a duty with the ball as well. 30 matches, 42 wickets. It's a genuine wicket taker. Mid-wicket region is vacant. There's no field there, so easy single is available for both of these batters. Two right-handers. And Anjan Orton was waiting to play the big shot. It's kind of premeditated. Here comes Deshan Silva. Again, hit straight to mid-off. Look at the offside field. Was packed. Again, could have easily chopped on to the stumps. Kasun Madhushankar tried to glide that ball. Here comes Deshan Silva. And hit it straight to extra cover. Hit that so hard. Fielder did well to stop that. Again, another single down to long on. 5 overs completed. Sportylk at 22 for 1.
So 22 for 1. Sportylk and this chase chasing 78. Rather slow start from the batting team, but credit should be given to the Ansell Lanka bowlers as well. They've been pretty tight, kept things tight, not given anything on offer. There see once again right on the money in the power play, in the final over of the power play, and still both batters finding it difficult to find the boundary. Stepping down the track, and we'll get a single long on in place, deep mid wicket in place. Protection on the boundary, only 2 fielders out in the first power play. Chatur Sanjeeva into his third over, only conceded 6 runs. Lost the wicket of their skipper Anushka Gunasinghe for a golden duck. Another dot ball. So yes, they've been bowled out for 77, but they've not made it look easy for Sportylk. They're not going down without a fight. Once again, another dot ball, just a single off this over. It's the last over of the power play, and then the fielding restrictions will be over. The fielding team will be able to put 5 fielders on the boundary. A dot to end the power play. Sportylk 23 for 1. That's the equation. 55 needed of the last 14 overs, 84 balls. That looks like a cakewalk for Sportylk, but at the moment they have been made to work hard for every run. Nothing's been given on offer easily by Ansell Lanka bowlers and the fielders, as a matter of fact. A couple of wickets here, and Ansell Lanka will be back in the game. So anything's possible at the moment. It's even Stevens here. The power play is done. The fielding team can put 5 fielders on the boundary. So Kasun Madhushanka, senior statesman, experienced campaigner, seasonal player. 10 of 18. Deshan Silva will bowl his second over. Short straight to the fielder. Another dot ball. Just brilliant stuff. Current run rate just 3.73. Couple of boundaries will change that equation. This time going for the big shot. Got protection down there, long on. Just a single. Kasun Madhushanka will move on to 11 of 20. Anthony Norton, the leading run scorer for Sportylk, is been amongst the runs throughout this season. But today he's just been a little off colour rather. Been swinging at everything, not finding the middle of the bat, not finding his timing and rhythm. So right now unbeaten on 13 of 18, so he's looking to find the boundary, itching to get a big shot out of the way. Brilliant bowling from Deshan Silva. He's got 3 fielders behind square on the offside. He's got a sweeper cover down as well. That time push towards the sweeper cover region will pick a single. Just 2 runs off this over. Kasun Madhushanka will try to look for a boundary in this ball. Important ball coming up. Shot and it's pulled in the gap. That's the boundary they needed off Kasun Madhushanka's bat. That spoils the over. 6 runs off that over. Sportylk 29 moves on to 29. There's his short ball. Down the leg side, no one there. That's easy pickings for Kasun Madhushanka. So 29 for 1 after the 7th over. So the equation at the moment, Cameron can hit 49 runs off 78 balls. Only managed to get 29 in the first 7 overs. They've not been able to capitalize on that important power play. Would have helped them when it comes to the net run rate, but they lost a wicket and they've not been able to find their timing, especially Ansell Lanka, the main man for Sportylk. So Sanjeev Piri is into the attack now. This time cut away, edged. It's running down to the boundary. So back-to-back boundaries for Sportylk when things were looking dull out there. They've got a couple of boundaries in consecutive balls. So this is exactly what Sportylk needs. It was not that bad of a ball, but got the bottom edge and no one down there. That raced away for a 4. Score moves on to 33. Just 45 more to get. Ansell Lanka finally finding the boundary. Shot again, cut away, straight to the fielder. Slight misfield and they cross over for a single. Good athleticism showed by the wicket keeper, but the batsman has made it. A bit sloppy from the field there. Nevertheless, they cross over for a single. 5 runs off the first 2 balls. So they've started this over well. Showing proper intent there, you see. Sloppy work. Good athleticism. The batsman was home safely. Sanjeev Piri, slow, gentle, medium pace bowler. Shot again, dabs it down to the point field, backward point region. No run. So 44 more runs required. Full, clipped off the pads. 2 is the call. They're running hard and they will get it easily. That's brilliant running between the wickets from the 2 batters. They're pushing for 2 from the moment it hit the bat. Great intent from the 2 batters, turning 1s into 2s. Once again on the pads. Once again the call is for 2. This time a rather easier couple of runs for the batters. Madhushanka is batting sensibly. Like I said, experienced campaigner. He's using all his experience here. Got the boundary of the first ball. Now making this over a big one. They've already got 9 runs off this over with a couple of balls to go. This time going inside out. And there's a fielder there, there's protection. He'll cut it down to just a single. So 10 runs off that Sanjeev Piri over. The score moves on to 39 for the loss of 1 after the 8th over. Going for that wild slog once again. Hitting it down to deep mid wicket. There's protection out there. Madhushanka has decided to take on this bowler. Deshan Silva into his 3rd over. Ansell Lanka goes over but down towards long off. So it's good bowling from Deshan Silva. He's not been easy for the batters to score runs off him. Been very economical. Has kept things tight. In fact, he's getting in a short mid-wicket fielder to cut the single there as well. So it's good captaincy. Trying to build pressure with every dot ball. Cut away straight to the field. No run. Very, very valuable dot balls here. Every dot ball will build up on the pressure. A wicket or 2 here and the game can change. Once again, brilliant, right on the money from Deshan Silva. Just the 2 runs off his over. A couple of balls to go. Kasum Shankar is on 18. He's itching to get a big shot in. That time hitting it down to long off. We get a single. So the final ball coming up of the 9th over. L.K. 40 for the loss of 1. Upish, but falls in no man's land. So that single ends the 9th over. 4 runs off Deshan Silva's 3rd over. L.K. 41 for the loss of 1. So another bowling change. Chami Jayaranga has been brought into the attack. Another gentle medium pace bowler. Just pushed towards the offside, straight to the fielder once again. They've been picking the fielder more often than not, the 2 batters. L.K. 37 games, 46 wickets, best bowling of 5 for 20. Good economy rate and a very good average as well. So Chami Jayaranga, one of their main bowlers, been brought into the attack a little too late, I would say, but nevertheless anything could happen. It's the glorious uncertainties of the game. Flighted up there, the fielder's down there. Oh, that's brilliant footwork from the fielder. Saved a couple of runs for his team, putting his body on the line. So that's brilliant stuff. They're not giving up just yet. Ansell Lanka. They know every run matters. They know it's not going to be easy to chase this target down. I see going inside out. Good shot, but equally good feeling from the fielder. This time pushed down to long on. We get a single. Good batting. Keeping the scoreboard ticking, making sure that they're rotating the strike even though they don't get the boundaries. There see once again, brilliant footwork. Just a couple of meters from the boundary. That time going for the big swing. Change of pace. Missing out Kasum Shankar. So living dangerously at the moment. Not found the boundary often. So big shot coming up. This time, oh, that's brilliantly placed on that occasion. It's not going down to the boundary. They'll only get a single. But no man down there for Ansell Lanka, and Kasum Shankar knew exactly what he was trying to do. So 4 runs already off this over. 1 ball remaining in the 10th over. L.K. 45. Lost the wicket of their captain. That time change of pace. And another dot ball. Just 4 runs off Chami Jayaranga's first over. L.K. are 45 for 1 at the halfway stage of the inning.
As equation 33 runs required of 60 deliveries. Ten hours are done. 45 for 1. The bowling of Ansell Lanka is quite up to the mark. In these kind of situations, we get that what if question. Brilliant shot. But just to hit straight over the bowler's head. Absolute brilliant fielding effort so far. We have seen some brilliant efforts from Ansell Lanka. They were very good at boundary line. Here's Anjan Orton, came down the track. Just another single. Deshan Silva into his last over. Oh, fights a brilliant spell. We're yet to pick up a wicket. It was an economical spell. An off spinner bowling 4 overs for less than 20. Another single. Very good running between the wickets. Absolutely 2 runs taken. An off spinner bowling a 4-over spell against 2 right-handers below the runner ball is an absolute impressive. And here's the second wicket goes. Kasun Madhushankar tried to go over extra cover. It got the outside edge and flown to cover point. Deshan Silva, what a spell he bowled. An economical one. Paid off at the last delivery. 2 wickets down for Sportylk. 11 overs completed. Sportylk 49 for 2, chasing 78. As Kasun Madhushankar departs for 23 off 33. Quite a slow inning. As a drinks break at the halfway mark here. Here's the replay of the previous wicket. And as a drinks break at Columbia University grounds at the halfway mark. Sportylk is still a 29 runs short of the target. Swami Jayaranga to continue. Another 29 runs required to win for Sportylk. Comes Swami Jayaranga. Goes through the extra cover. A welcome boundary. A very good start to the over from Anjana Orton. .50 comes up for Sportylk with that boundary. Comes Chami Jayaranga. A gentle medium bowler. Umpire signalled it wide. Is going just beyond the tram line. Comes Chami Jayaranga. Can hit it straight to extra cover. This is Lisura. Foolish delivery. Worked away towards leg side. Very good running between the wickets. 2 runs to get off the mark for Lisura. So far, this is a very good over for Sportylk. 8 runs came off the over. He's going for the single. .58. So just 20 runs required. Yes, Anjana Orton again looks to go too hard. Comes last delivery of the over. He waited for it. Another single to end the 12th over. Sportylk 59 for 2. As the equation 19 required of 48 deliveries. 78 runs didn't seem to be that easy for Sportylk. As Anjana Orton is on 32. Prabha Dhananjaya, skipper himself, comes back into the attack. .45 matches, 47 wickets. An impressive economy. Started off with a very good line and length. Just outside the off stump. Just back off good length. Again straight to the field. And 2 dot deliveries to start off for Prabha Dhananjaya. Again stepped out and hit it straight over the bowler's head. That was dead straight. Brilliant hit from Anjana Orton. He's in a hurry to finish things off. The safest place to hit. The straight back past the bowler's head. As Anjana Orton is 36 off 38. And we're so quick to the ball. The fielding is brilliant from Ansell Lanka. Again, Anjana Orton just worked it towards long on for a single. 5 runs came off 5 deliveries so far. And very good shot, slight midfield, misfield and extra cover. But no damage done. 13 overs gone, 64 for 2. There's 14 runs required of 42 deliveries for Sportylk to clinch the victory of this game. Took the outside edge. A very good stop at the boundary line. Third man boundary. As Chatura Sanjeeva into his 4th over. So far it's a brilliant spell. 3 overs for 6 runs. Now the 12 runs required. Anjana Orton. Ansell Orton again. Go straight. Another boundary. It came down the track. It got to the pitch of the ball and blasted it past the bowler. Anjana Orton tried to paddle it. Comes Chatura Sanjeeva. Another dot. And solidly defended. 4 overs done for Chatura Sanjeeva. 12 for none. At the end of 14 overs, Sportylk a 70 for 2. Prabha Dhananjaya, the skipper, to continue. Anjana Orton can go for a half century. 7 runs required to win, and exactly 7 runs required for his half century. 2 boundaries can do the job. The intention was to go for a big one. It blocked it solidly. Another 2 runs for Anjana Orton. Could have been a third for Ansell Lanka. Was a tough chance. So Anjana Orton has blasted through covers, but just a single. And that's the end. That's the end of the game. Sportylk won comfortably and convincingly by 8 wickets over Ansell Lanka. It was a good bowling effort from Ansell Lanka to drag this game to 15 overs. Very good knock played by Anjana Orton, 46 unbeaten, and very well supported by Lisura. Here's the players shaking hands, show the spirit of the game. It took just 15 overs to get the winning runs for Sportylk. Here comes the batting performance of Sportylk. Anjana Orton sits on top, stood tall for Sportylk with 46 of 49. Anushka Gunasinghe, the skipper, departs for a duck, and Kasun Madhusankar supported well with 23, and Lisura Sigera was there, not out, 8 runs. Sportylk won the game comprehensively by 8 wickets inside 15 overs. The bowling performance, a pretty economical spells from each and every one. Kavisha Sampath was 1 for 14. Chatura Sanjeeva bowled an economical spell, 4 overs, 12 for no wicket. Deshan Silva got 1 for 17. Others didn't get any wicket, but bowled an economical spell. Just 1 extra has been conceded, but that effort was not enough to defend 77. Sportylk at the end won the game with 8 wickets in hand. Here's the highlights of the inning of Sportylk. Anjana Orton started off with a boundary. And here's the first wicket. The skipper Anushka Gunasinghe went for a golden duck, and Kasun Madhusankar then came back and played a very handy knock. Picked the gaps nicely. And Anjana Orton is a hero of the game for Cameralke. This is the second wicket. Some brilliant shots played all around by Anjana Orton. Scored 46. Was never afraid to come down the track. And here's the winning boundary from Lisura Sigera. Blasted through extra cover to win the game for Cameralke by 8 wickets. And that's the news from University College Grounds, Colombo. Here's the summary of the match. Ansell Lanka won the toss and decided to bat first. And they were bundled out for 77. Deshan Silva stood tall for Ansell Lanka with 39 runs. And Kavish Satsara was the pick of the bowlers for Cameralke. 3 for 14, supported by Lisura Sigera and Ranveer Fernand with 3 wickets apiece. And in reply, Cameralke went past 77. Inside 15 overs, Anjana Orton with the star batter, 46 of 49. And supported by Kasun Madhusanka with 23 runs. And Kavisha Sampath and Deshan Silva got 1 wicket apiece for Ansell Lanka. And Cameralke won this game by 8 wickets. We had 2 brilliant games here at University Grounds, Colombo. And that's the end of the proceedings for today. And we will be back with another exciting cricket Mercantile F Division tournament. Till then, stay tuned with Sporty.lk. Bye bye.